So for this morning or afternoon, whenever I'm seeing you guys, I just wanted to go over the really important top piece in your resume. We're going to get into the template, but first we're going to focus on that one sentence summary practice. What that looks like here. This is gonna be what it looks like for your template once I upload it to Schoology. This is the completed template, right? My name, the summary here is what we're focusing on. And that is one really strong sentence with intentional, thoughtful adjectives describing you and a blurb of what kind of employer are they going to get if they hire you, right? So, with my example, I know already, and I have gone to school for the fact that I want to be a teacher, right? That is my background. That is the job I'm going to be looking for. It is education based. And I do really enjoy the high school students. So I'm trying to link, my work that I've done in the past with the work that I want to have in the future. So if I ever look for a job teaching high school, this is my summary that is going to best serve that. If I want to teach sixth graders, I might not focus so much on the fact that I've done a lot of work with college students because sixth graders are so far removed from that. But if I want to remain in the high school setting, it's wise on my part to talk and share about my university work. So my summary is one sentence to describe moi: an enthusiastic, energetic, bilingual Spanish individual with experience in the classroom, academic and organizational tutoring, childcare supervision, media science publishing work, university orientation, and university resident life leadership. So I'm just going to break down how this is all put together. Every word in here is thoughtful. Think about every word in here costs like $1, and I want it to be like the priciest sentence I can create. I think a good idea after this is to focus and help Miss Brown make her sentence, then move on to yours. So if I am trying to get a job teaching, I want to tell people what kind of teacher they're going to have in the classroom. And two really good qualities is that enthusiasm. I love what I do. I love learning. I love teaching my content, right? If I was going to be a math teacher, I would not be considered enthusiastic. It would say a lost, bored, tired. Like that would not be and that is why I'm not a math teacher. I would not be somebody in the front of the room to get the kids excited for math. I think I have gotten students in here excited for the learning process of writing and marketing yourself and valuing you and having a voice. I learned that I had one in high school, and I want to give you guys that same feeling. And literally over the break, I had a student, one of the seniors from last year, she emailed me asking for access to her narrative writing, and she wanted to add to it. She was reading a book and it gave her an idea, and she remembered the story she wrote in our class last year, and she asked for it back. And it was so awesome to see that they go back and they use things, and they go back and they love what they've written and they want to add to it or use it again or put it in for a class. Like these things I think are a result of me being enthusiastic and loving what I do, gives students the feeling of loving what they do. So that's why I chose the word enthusiastic. The word energetic, especially in this virtual space, I have to bring the energy, right? I feel like you guys match my energy, and not just virtually, but it is huge virtually, but also in the classroom. I set the tone. If I am tired and sleepy and not caring, my kids are going to be tired and sleepy and they're not going to care. So I bring the energy. I've had my cup of coffee. I want everyone chatty, talking, engaged, but I have to do that first. So that is why I chose the word energetic. I added bilingual and the language that I speak, the language I am bilingual in. If you speak another language, 100% put that in your summary. It's great at marketing yourself. So that's why I put that in there, especially when you are looking for a job in a place that needs people that speak different languages, for example, in Bridgeport, I know that there is a heavy Hispanic population. In Chicago, same thing. My mom is from Miami. If I ever move back to Miami, heavy, Spanish population. I would market myself very well there, knowing that I speak that language, that maybe the students can speak English, but maybe I would be a great person to go to for talking to parents. Like Miss Brown and I divide up kids and households to call. I get the Spanish speaking households because I can communicate best, right? Although Miss Brown is pretty good. I've heard her speak Spanish. So enthusiastic, energetic, bilingual, individual. So you can use that word. You could pull that from mine. With experience in, right? So now I got to tell you, what's my background? What am I good with in terms of work? I worked in the classroom. That's where I want to stay, right? I'm not going to look for a job being in charge of people. I don't want to work as like a principal per se because I want to work with kids. So I keep that classroom term in there. Academic and organizational tutoring. So I mentioned tutoring because I can focus in on needs. I'm not, some teachers just teach the whole class like one thing and it's like you got it or you don't got it. I like to really focus in with that tutoring aspect, kind of like what fellows do, and focus in on like the specific need of the child. And I'm doing that in organizational capacity, meaning like life skills, but also in academic capacity. Childcare supervision. I like that that is in there because it removes the academic part. So I can take care, and I have taken care of children in a home setting, right? Like I have been a nanny for two boys in elementary school. I know the work life, home life, school life balance. And I think that's an important part of me coming to school as a teacher. I know sometimes that the home life is a distraction or something that could be brought into the classroom in a positive way. Like I have the background knowledge of kids growing up at home, and I know that there's more to the kid than just needing to go to school, right? That's why that is in there. I have experience in media science publishing work, so I am good with, this is telling the person I'm good with computers, I'm good with website production, apps. I can communicate with the kids in that sense, with parents. I am not going to get stuck with technology, is basically what I'm communicating. And especially today, I think that's good to have. And then what I talked about earlier, university orientation and university um, leadership, right? I am really invested in that college aspect for students, either if they're in college or going to college, or even if they don't think that college is for them. I still have the knowledge in here of working with college freshmen. So I know to the level I want to push you guys. I know what's out there and waiting for you guys. And I have worked with parents and students at the college level. So again, if I wanted to teach sixth grade, that probably would not be there. We're thinking about the language we're using for the job we want to have. Don't worry about the rest of this stuff. We are focused on the summary. So it is a one sentence piece. What you guys are going to be doing on Schoology, this can be done on a sheet of paper, but you have to take a picture, or in this discussion post. Okay, you're going to draft the one sentence summary, the one sentence statement, the one sentence that is going to market you. This is going to go at the top of your resume. Think about strong adjectives and active verbs. Ms. Brown has the resource posted in here for those strong adjective and active verbs. You can also go find the thesaurus. You can also look at other people's resumes that are relevant to your field or your mindset. Maybe it's STEM, maybe it's humanities. You can look around and research for that. So you're going to write your sentence. That's the first thing you're going to do. The second thing you're going to do is, after people start to upload either their picture or their statement, give feedback to one peer. Okay. The rules for the feedback are going to line up with the rubric on collaboration. What is the language you're using to give someone constructive criticism? Be constructive, be respectful. And in doing so, you're going to give them a suggestion or ask them a question, right? Not just, this is good. I really like this. So for mine, which is here listed here, you might say, like, you already talk about academic stuff. What else can you put in there to add to organizational, right? Miss Patrick, you talked about home life supervision, but you never mention it in your summary statement. So the employer might not know that you mean at the home. That would be a good piece of construction criticism and a suggestion for me to add it in there. You can ask a question to clarify that will also prompt your peer to change something, right? Maybe if I want to work in the southeast of the United States, maybe the fact that I went to a college in the southeast, I would put the name of it in here, depending on what I'm trying to get, right? If I want to work in the North Pacific Northwest, might not matter. Maybe a southern college might even be a turnoff for a place that is so culturally different. Or it might be a good thing that I am diversifying where I'm going to go and what I'm interested in. You know, you never know how you can spin it. So, your situation, you might think they won't like this or they'll like this too much, but you could spin it to market yourself according to where you're trying to go. Okay. So, writing the summary statement, giving someone feedback. If you are writing this paper pencil, you are taking a picture of it. You are clicking write comment, take a picture, email the picture to yourself, click file, and then you will upload the picture here. Okay. To write a discussion post to give feedback to somebody, you're going to have to type the feedback to them. Okay. This is still a professional space, so make sure that you are writing appropriately, grammatically correctly, and we will use this as the top of our resume. And then once you are done with this, we will move into the template and putting things into the template that are going to be soon the final draft of your resume. If you have questions, DM on the Zoom, physically with Miss Brown. We are here.